Hello everyone, welcome back to the 20 Dilf channel, and this is the car I just purchased. It is a 2000 and something Volkswagen Beetle, and it is not in a great shape, but I just bought it for 500 bucks and we're going to be driving it from Wollongong back to Sydney. It's got 3 days rego, so let's hope this doesn't take more than 3 days. This thing is in a shocking state, if I'm honest. I don't even know how it runs, but I haven't even popped the bonnet yet. I literally just signed the papers and everything. Exterior door handle doesn't work, so it is a Mark IV underneath, so kind of got to expect these Mark IV things. It smells like mold. It does have heated seats though. I don't know if they work. We'll try it. Let's take a look at the horror story that's underneath this bonnet. So yeah, it's 2 litre. The belt actually looks pretty new there. Wow, that's surprising. It's very squeaky, so maybe it's the timing belt that's squeaking. It does reek of oil down here. Coolant. It's also fucking warm. It's so warm. Oh my god. So I might need to put the heating on, because I don't even know if that's how these are meant to drive. Maybe this car will overheat on me on my way home. Who knows? Alright. Hopefully that's not going to fly up and kill me. Also got a sunroof. I don't know if the boot opens. I actually don't know how to open the boot, so this will be interesting. Yep, you're gonna join me on the journey with this Beetle. Bro, look at this thing. Look at this thing. Oh my god, this car has had such a life. It's the next day. We're not taking out the R32, we are taking out the beast underneath the covers. As you can see, I put the cover on it because the window was a little bit non-existent, but this car is so shit. Yank that. Oh, you can already see. Look at that beautiful floral sticker. I think tonight we should go pick a flower and put it in the vase. Oh my, admire the luxury that lives beneath this car cover. And look, my window stayed up. I've got the trails of super glue. That's how you know this is only the finest of quality repairs. Bit of condensation inside, of course. Look at that. What an absolute beauty. Nothing compared to the R32, of course, but we're gonna fix this window real quick. We've got first start up. Oh. Wow. We're in the Beetle. Look at this. Look, the window solution didn't work. It's actually fallen back through, so I'm gonna have to rip the door card off again, but here we go. Driving along, 80 k's an hour. Listen to her. Absolute fucking weapon. So we're on our way to a special little spot where we'll be doing some interesting things to this thing. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much that. So we are here with the Beetle. This is the first time I've actually seen the car under any form of daylight. Look at this thing. Deary me. And so we're going to try to open the fuel door here, because I've noticed on the door card that the button itself is like non-existent. That one at least you can push down, and this doesn't do anything. So I think I'm gonna have to try and like rip this up. Yank it real hard, that's how you get it off, and then it's the weirdest setup to try to build this thing up, as I explored yesterday. But we will be putting some 95 in it. I feel like now is a great opportunity to try to get all this flower stuff off, but it's vinyl, so this is gonna it's why do people do this? I don't even know how you can even get this off. It's like full melted itself to the car. It's like whenever you try to take a piece off, it snaps. Okay, so we are back the next day. We got the lineup of unfinished projects over here, but then we got the Beetle. This bloody window is going to be the task for today. I'm going to find out something to do. I think, what is that? I don't even know. So yeah, I'm just going to remove all the blue tack. But this is the first time I've seen it during the day, and it is quite a disgusting thing to look at. But anyway, get to it. I've stopped up. I'm going to show you around this car before we go any further with it. So 2001 Volkswagen Beetle. Here we have the steering wheel. We've got the instrument cluster just up there. Radio, it actually had a code, but then I found the code and it started working again, which I'm very pleased about. What else can I tell you? It's got a little grab handle here. This window isn't going up still, so I'm going to rip this part off and try to just push it up and maybe use bathroom sealer or something to seal it shut, because it's better at being shut than open. So I think that's going to be the next piece of action there. We've got a bit of mold action going on, bit of water action going on down there too. Yeah, this car is quite a character, to put it lightly. Glove box is of course missing the little handle here. That's, yep. Oh, no, nothing at all. We got nothing in the glove box. No books. It don't even have logbooks. That's crazy. You know what? That's fine. Don't worry about it. Pop the bonnet. Take a look what's under there. Around at the exterior, like it's actually got new tires. It's got 4 new tires that went on last year, by the looks of things, and they've got pretty good tread as well. So at least that's one good thing about this car. And they happen to be the same size as my my Jettas, which need new tires anyway. So maybe when it comes to getting rid of this car, I'll do a little tyre swap for the Jetta, save myself a little bit of cash. Under the bonnet, we've got the 2-point slow. Of course, notorious Mark IV engine. But like I was saying, the belts actually look okay, at least from here. Everything else, like, it just... There's the dipstick. So we'll take a look at the oil in a second here. But I mean, overall, the engine bay doesn't really look too bad. I'll be honest. I can't see any obvious coolant leaks or... I mean, that's a problem there, but... Look, everything looks... Obviously, there's been some form of situation with the coolant bottle, but... I'll be honest, I'm actually not seeing an awful... Oh, there's like sparkly shit there. Maybe they've used a head gasket additive. Maybe this has blown a head gasket. Who knows? New battery as well, so... I don't even know. This car's strange. It's giving me mixed messages here. So let's go check. The oil here is... It's black, but I think that's to be expected. I mean, it's not the worst thing ever. I don't have a rag or anything, so I can't accurately get a reading, but it looks like it's somewhere in the middle there. So that is a good sign. And that's about it for the bonnet of this thing. It's missing a hubcap, but we'll replace them anyway. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's take a look underneath it actually. I haven't looked underneath it yet properly. So under here we have sump pan, everything. It's actually, it doesn't even look too bad from down here. I'll be honest, there's a couple of loose, it's probably meant to have an under tray I would say, but it doesn't even look too bad. Like there's a lot of seepage there from around the back there. It's just sweating, it's not properly leaking. Brakes need to be replaced, I know that. But overall, for the low price of $500 with Rego, it's actually not in an awful state. I think this afternoon or tomorrow, whenever I can be bothered to do it, we're going to remove all these decals. I've got a full cart of AliExpress goodies to go on this thing, so we're gonna have some fun with it while I have it, because it's a bit of a funny car. It's something that I cannot be seen seriously driving because it's quite humiliating. We've also got our little vase for the flowers, so we'll put a flower in there later maybe. Who knows? But yeah, here we are in the Beetle. So I get home and that's already happening to it. So I'm very glad I haven't thrown Rego on this thing yet, because I knew something would happen to it. And sure enough, I think it's leaking coolant. So let's get this thing gone. Damn, it's a real shame because I actually wanted to do something with this car, but oh well, is what it is. have to send it on its way. But so the time has come to scrap this car. I've let it cool down. I put some coolant in it. I think that's why the previous owner told me to keep the heater on. Some form of issue, but yeah, it's super sparkly. Definitely use some form of additive to try to fix this leak. I reckon they used a head gasket sealer. I reckon this thing's done a head gasket. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much breaking even with this car. I'm selling it for what I bought it for, and then the expenses of fuel and stuff. I'm selling it for 600. I bought it for 500. So yeah, I mean, I had fun ideas for this car, but it's not worth the hassle. It really isn't. It also runs like shit. The previous owner did a terrible job looking after this car, so off to the scrapyard it goes at only 148,000 Ks. So this car would have had a much better life if the previous owner looked after it, but unfortunately that was not the case. So it is being scrapped at a very low mileage. But I think to send it off we should put something in the little vase, because why not? So I'm going to go find a lovely flower to put in it. Got myself a little bottle brush, so let's of course I locked it. I love Volkswagens, but seriously, the Beetle has always been one that I've hated. There we go. Look at that, how cute. Little vase for my bottle brush there. So yeah, at least I've made use of the vase while I've had the car. I also really like this feature, the fact you can push it in and then adjust the volume that way. I love the fact it's got heated cloth seats. I mean, they're kind of half leather, half cloth, but even still, I like the fact that I had heated seats. So yeah, am I going to miss this car? Absolutely not. It is an absolute piece of it. So scrap is coming at 4 o'clock. It is currently 3:15. The outside temperature is 21.5 degrees. And yeah, so as you join me for the last time with the moldy roof and the watery carpets back there, I just want to remind you that if you're going to buy a cheap car, make sure to look over it. Like, I didn't care at this point, like, because this car, I bought it knowing that there was going to be problems. Like, they picked me up from the train station and the car was squealing away at me. So no, this is just some advice for you. I'm not saying all the time, but most of the time, when you're buying a cheap car, like $500, something dirt cheap, there's going to be problems with it. No one sells a car for that little amount of money, which is flawless. I mean, it does happen once or twice. It has happened to me. I've gotten very lucky with some cars that I've bought. This one, I was hoping I'd be lucky with it, but I'm not. So look, it's completely okay. I don't care. It really doesn't bother me at all. It just means that I can't fuck around with the car. But it saved me the rego cost, because I was actually going to throw rego on this car and enjoy it for a little longer. But look, the rego expires tomorrow, so I'm happy I haven't renewed the rego just yet. I did get a pink slip, but I didn't renew the rego, which I'm very happy about. So yeah, I'll join you when the scrapper is here to collect the car. But before I go, let's give it one last little startup. There she is. I'll turn off the radio as well. The radio doesn't like to work very well. But yeah, so let's just wait for the scrap to arrive now. Here we are, it is Monday. We've still got the Beetle here. The scrapper told me, because he showed up on Saturday to collect the car, and he brought his ute. He didn't bring a tow truck, so he paid me for it. So the car's his, he has the key, we've signed the paperwork, so the car belongs to him, but the car's still here. The tow truck was meant to come this morning. It hasn't, so I think it's going to come this afternoon, but even still, these are going to be the final moments of seeing the Beetle. So I'll ask him what time he's planning on coming here, and yeah.